The COP Gambia project aims to enhance the fight against migrant smuggling and human trafficking in the Gambia by establishing common operational partnership to support cooperation between competent law enforcement authorities, the judiciary and other relevant services, international entities and third countries. Delivering the welcoming remarks, MG Chow of COP Gambia said trafficking in person is among the gravest form of organized crimes, extending beyond boundaries and jurisdictions, adding that profit-seeking criminals smuggle migrants across borders and between countries, making scores of people vulnerable to abuses and exploitation, with lives often put at risk.
COP Gambia, led by Spanish National Police in collaboration with the German Bundespolizei, under the European supervision, was established in the Gambia in last year, April. Its objective is the creation of a common operational partnership against the trafficking in person and the smuggling of migrants.
The representative of the Minister of Interior, Manding Sedikan, said combating trafficking in person requires a holistic approach undertaken by all relevant stakeholders in combination with integrated efforts and collaboration.
It is significant to note that the Gambia and the European Union have strong and long-standing relationships, resulting to many development cooperation, including the fight against smuggling of migrants and trafficking in person.
The EU ambassador to the Gambia, Koradok Pampalone, described the smuggling of migrants as a serious global concern, with migrant smugglers becoming more and more organized in establishing professional networks that transcend borders and encompasses all regions.
The Gambia is a signatory of the United Nations Conventions Against Transnational Crime, including trafficking and smuggling. In light of trafficking in human beings, the aforementioned universal instruments are transposed into the national legislation in the form of the 2007 Trafficking in Person Act. Regrettably, this has not been the case with the incrimination of migrant smuggling.
Yolanda Rodriguez of the Spanish National Police revealed that standard operational procedures (SOPs) are drafted to assist and guide law enforcement when dealing with cases of trafficking in person and smuggling of migrants.
Gambia has been and is one of the priorities countries for Spain, and of course, and in particular for the Spanish National Police, regarding the phenomenon of irregular migration and all related crimes. In anticipation of the development of this project of this nature with the Gambian authorities, already in 2019, the Spanish National Police saw the need to send a liaison officer to Banjul.
Ana Gracia from the Spanish Antenna believes successful conviction of offenders, redress of grievance of victims as well as protection of the rights of smuggled migrants, and prevention of crimes of trafficking and smuggling are effectively delivered when first responders, and particularly law enforcement, perform their tasks diligently and from a position of being informed, trained and prepared.
The Minister of Interior and the GID have assumed this project as their own, and I would like to recognize their unwavering engagement and support in fighting smuggling of migrants and human trafficking. It is also an example of how to effectively undertake reform within the new democratic framework, because I believe that both the SOPs that will be approved today, but also all the work that we've been doing with Ministry of Interior is part of the broader process of security sector reform.
The representative of the German embassy in Banjul, Tearo, stated that appropriate tools, enhanced by developed skills, are essential to empower law enforcement to carry out this task in accordance with best practices that has been documented over time. The Director General of the Gambia Immigration Department, CDM Toure, said the SOPs were drawn on the wealth of information that has been developed and compiled by practitioners and experts with extensive field experience working with offenders, victims, vulnerable migrants, and law enforcement.
In the Gambia, migration is deeply rooted in our history as we continue to be a country of origin, transit, and destination. The dynamics of migration flow in the Gambia have presented the country with challenges, Thus, the need to develop comprehensive policies that will harness the benefits of migration and contribute to national development, and at the same time ensuring national security.
These SOPs are expected to be used as basis for decision and action made in addressing crimes of trafficking in person and smuggling of migrants by law enforcement in the Gambia, in an effort to combat organized crimes through unified and collective efforts to foster a safe and just society. Reporting for GRTS News, I am Omar P. Jallo.